All right, the moment we've been waiting for, the social media awards. We're really excited. We're not aware of anyone else that is doing something like this in our industry, yet our industry has just totally embraced social media and their online reputations. And we felt, you know what, it's about time that we gave people awards. And we're also really fortunate that we have amazing data on what dealers and OEMs are doing in the social media space. So we've been now surveying, we've done 2 nationwide surveys around trends and consumer behavior as it relates to social media sites and review sites. We looked at a lot of that data, and then we just, dug in a little bit deeper when it came to who's doing a great job and who should be recognized. And I know our industry is really good at recognizing best practices and thought leaders. So hopefully this will turn in some great examples that dealers across the country can actually learn from. So let's talk a little bit about the background behind the awards. I'm going to warn you, there's a lot of data here, a lot of information. In our press release, we have named all of the winners, but to get the data behind it for anyone that's joining us today, we can certainly make this presentation available. Myself, Tom Moore, our CEO, can answer questions and definitely explain some of the criteria and really what is totally innovative about these dealers and OEMs. It is for the calendar year 2012, so we looked at the whole year. We looked at data from a number of sources, so Facebook Insights, the top review sites as ranked by our national study, 1,600 car buyers told us which are the top review sites they go to for dealership reviews. We did look at across the board social media mentions, Google Analytics, so that was where we pulled the data from. And we've got 2 classes of awards today. We've got dealer awards and OEM awards. For the OEM awards, and I'm certainly willing and able to answer questions after the fact, for 4 of the 6 awards, it was based on Tier 3 data and average scores by brand, which is kind of interesting. So those were not just subjective awards saying, man, we think this manufacturer's cool. It's actually based on average scores from our dealers. And to qualify, an OEM had to have at least 50 dealers working with Digital Airstrike, and the reason being is we could get the data, and we thought that was at least a starting sample size. We're going to start today with the dealer award categories. So we, first of all, are going to look at the best Facebook contest and ad campaigns. There's definitely some creative things going on out there with our dealers, both on an individual rooftop level as well as a dealer group. We also looked at local reach on Facebook. Oftentimes we get asked, are these really my customers? Are they really my prospects? We want to recognize dealers that have been very specific and targeted in driving local likes and local fans. Another thing we get asked is, why should I care? This Facebook thing seems cool, but what is it doing for me? Well, we like to look at traffic. Our company was co-founded by many of us that have been in the automotive industry a long time, and we know it is about driving that traffic. So we did look at Google Analytics. We also wanted to look at engaged likers on Facebook. So this isn't just likes as an account. We want to make sure that these dealers are actually getting engaged likes, engaged people that are responding and interacting with their page. We also looked at online reputation. So this is an interesting award because we actually did an aggregate score. There's a number of criteria I'll take you through. But it was really important for us to see who's doing a really good job in both highline and non-luxury brands. And then there's some just simply thought leadership experts and social media innovators out there that we wanted to recognize as well. All right, so our first winner for Best Facebook Contest and Ad Campaign for a single point dealer was Tempe Chrysler Dodge Jeep. They did a really innovative Facebook ad campaign that combined a contest with Facebook ads. And I know Facebook ads are kind of something new that some dealers are just starting to look at. When done right, when done with a thoughtful, integrated approach, it can absolutely work. And again, I know this is a little bit of an eye chart, but the bottom line was in just 3 weeks, they generated over 1,300 likers, and the cost per like was really pretty low, so just over $2. When you look at that as a cost per lead, how many clicks they got, and better yet, they got over 1,000 leads. We captured emails and names, so these are no longer just nameless, faceless likes, actual people now that are more engaged with the dealership. So that's the first award that we have for Facebook ads. There you can see it. pretty creative, tied into a local campaign around the Phoenix Open that just ran, and you can see some samples of the ads. So definitely a creative approach. The next award we had was for a dealer group. We do like to encourage dealer groups. I know there's some of you here in the audience today. You can absolutely spread a contest amongst multiple stores. You can set up your own rules of engagement where maybe, based on proximity, if you're gathering addresses, who gets the lead, maybe you both get the lead. I've worked for a dealer group, I know what that's like. But we think that's a really good use of spend. So if you're just getting into Facebook and you're just going to try it out, we definitely wanted to commend the Village Automotive Group because they did a group contest. Oop, don't break the award. They actually had a lower cost per lead. They, again, were able to get over 1,000 in-market names and emails. And look at those impressions, almost 2 million impressions. We were also able to do something called a custom audience for this campaign. So what this is now on Facebook is you can actually send your actual database of emails, and through Facebook you can actually match it to Facebook accounts, and they had over a 55 match rate %. That means in the database, your databases are gold mines. Those emails, over 55% of them matched an account on Facebook. So yes, your prospects and customers are on Facebook, and you can reach them this way for sure. The next award we have today is for Most Creative Facebook Ad Campaign. So we really wanted to find some campaign that was incredibly creative. What was different? What's new? We always get asked that by dealers as well. And they also tied this into a seasonal play. So this was right around the new year. And they wanted to challenge their customers and prospects to talk about their New Year's resolutions and then actually continue that engagement and have other fans vote on what was the best resolution. So you can see they got over almost 700 likes. The cost per like, again, under $3, which is great. They reached almost 300,000 people on Facebook. And look at that engagement. That's amazing. Look at those comments. Look at everyone voting. They're thinking about the new year. They're thinking about Rich Ford. It was definitely a creative campaign. And you just don't see that kind of engagement on most posts. That's what can happen when you have a creative idea. You do promote it through Facebook ads, and you do make it relevant. You want to get that engagement, something people want to talk about. The next award we're giving out is for greatest local Facebook reach. And again, we wanted to recognize those dealers that are really specific in getting local audience engaged. Anyone can run, an iPad giveaway or play some game and have it be shared. But sometimes when you do that and it's not relevant to your local market, you're just not getting real prospects. So we think it's really important to focus on the campaigns that do get those target prospects that are in market. They, in 2012, were able to have 3,600 likers and 200,000 impressions, and 96% of them, 96% were within 50 miles of the dealership. That's huge, because when we dig into the data, oftentimes that's just not the case. Did they run some weird contest that got shared, and suddenly there's people halfway across the country that are maybe following their page, although probably not. So we really looked at for the KPIs, and again, we can go through this data with you, but to win the award, you had to rank top in 2 of these 3 categories. So congratulations to Liberty Toyota Scion. Our platinum winner in this category goes to Holleen Kia. They actually got 7,700 likes, over 250,000 impressions, and again, they had a really nice local reach. 91% of their fans were within 50 miles of driving distance. So congratulations to one of our Kia clients, because that's a great job, especially for a Kia store that isn't maybe selling, 700 cars a month. That is huge. They've got so much engagement. And we love Kia because they're so creative, and it's great to see they are really connecting with that local audience that is on Facebook. We also wanted to look at what was the impact of social media in terms of traffic driven to their website, because we know that's what it's all about. Executive Kia, Wallingford, Connecticut had amazing success with their posts to drive traffic to their website. So we looked at increase in traffic in 2012 over 2011. And this is really where it needs to go, I think, with dealers today. It's not just about getting likes. It's, are they engaging? And then are they clicking through to your website? For whatever reason. Are they going to click through to get more information about an incentive? Are they going to book a service appointment? Or are they coming in for a test drive? But you want to get those clicks. So they had really impressive increases in page views, 283%, 95% increase in website referrals. And then we also like to look at duration. You want to drive qualified traffic to your website. So looking at Google Analytics, these new unique visitors stayed on the website a little bit longer. So that's really exciting to see. The platinum winner goes to Holtz Dealer Group. They're located in Milwaukee. They had great success. They had a 419% increase in page views, 134% increase in website referrals, and the duration again went up, 49% increase. So congratulations to Holtz. Best online reputation. This is an interesting award we're giving out. So we looked at a number of factors in terms of online reputation. The big one was to look at the top 5 review sites. I bet you guys can guess who they are. They were in our study. But Cars.com, Edmunds, Google Plus Local, Yelp, and Yahoo Local. So those are the sites where consumers, car buyers have said that's what matters. That's where they go to see dealership reviews. And we looked at the number of positive reviews posted in 2012, the average star rating, and also the number of review site referrals. And the winner had to perform best in 2 of the 3 categories to win. So this Mercedes-Benz store had over 150 positive reviews distributed across the 5 sites. That's really important, that distribution. You don't want to load up one site with a ton of reviews. It doesn't look authentic. You've got to be everywhere consumers are going, and that's again why we really looked at the top 5 review sites. Their average star rating was 4.7. That's amazing on those 5 sites. It's wonderful. And from those sites, they had almost 1,000 direct, unique referrals. So again, when you get that review count out, you get that volume of reviews, you're going to see website traffic. So congratulations to Walters. Norm Reeves Honda. They're here. Yay! Hi, Brad. Congratulations to Brad Mugg, who's here with us today. He's definitely a very high-volume dealer, a great operator. And you received 305 positive reviews across the 5 sites. Your average star rating is 4.4, and you got nearly 2,500 website referrals. So, and that's just from those 5 sites in 2012. So congratulations to Norm Reeves Honda. Thank you for being here. We do have an Innovator Award. Van Griffith Kia, there's a great story to what they've done. They are outside the Metroplex of DFW, and they really hadn't done anything on Facebook before 2012. They had 50 likes, I think. And they don't have a huge budget. So sometimes dealers think, man, I don't have a huge marketing budget. I don't know if I can get into social media. That's why they got into social media. I don't have a ton of money to spend. I got to do something creative. I know there's a lot of people on Facebook, but what do I do? So over the course of a year, they were able to increase, they directly tie an increase of 20% of internet sales to their presence on Facebook. They found that 92% of their fans were within 50 miles driving distance, and they were able to add 1,200 likes just in 1 year. So congratulations to Van Griffith Kia for being an innovator. There's a number of things they did over the course of the year. It was hard for us just to look at one thing, but they were definitely very innovative, and we definitely commend them for their work in social media. We also have a Thought Leadership Award winner today. This is Paragon Auto Group. We wanted to recognize Brian Benstock because he's continually been a go-to media source. He was one of the very first dealers that was willing to stand up and say, we need to pay attention to this. And when he did stand up, he didn't have the best online reputation. He'd freely admit that. He's like, I need help here. Consumers are on social media, consumers are on review sites, and I need to focus on this. So this is going back almost 4 years. He got involved in social media and really started looking at how am I going to manage my online reputation. He's continually been that go-to guy. He's not afraid to let us or any other companies that he works with, use his good and bad examples. And he's just really been one of those very progressive dealers that's willing to talk to anybody and share information. So we definitely thought we wanted to recognize Paragon Auto Group for being a thought leader in the space.